So most of the people that I talk to have an existing professional network, whether they're consciously aware of that or not. But when you really start to dig in, the first couple of years of their business were really built off the back of referrals. And those referrals came quickly and easily because that network was already established. So for many of us, we had some kind of a job, right, before we started a business. I mean, I wish I would have been 18 and been an entrepreneur, but I wasn't. I spent, gosh, 15, 20 years in corporate, right? So when I first started LinkedIn, I had about 1,000 connections. And that was a mix of people that I grew up with, people I went to college with, and people that I worked with through the various corporate jobs during my time there. Well, that was already an established network that I didn't really have to focus on building because I built it through rapport of the jobs or growing up or whatever. It was already established. And that's what people don't understand is that was something that was marinated for 20 years, right? And so business seems easy in the beginning because you're already leveraging that. But what ends up happening is after a while, that network runs out of resources. They're out of introductions, they're out of referrals. And then that's when the business owner typically starts feeling the first bits of pain, is because they've never marketed before and they don't realize how freaking hard that is because you're starting over and trying to engage people who have absolutely no idea who you are. And so you're having to start from scratch. And that really it doesn't matter what marketing strategy you're doing. It's the same thing. If you look back on that strategy, someone has to find out about you, and then they've got to figure out who you are, and then you've got to build some kind of a rapport through whatever that strategy is that takes them from stranger to connection to I need your help. And so that takes time no matter how much you do it. Really, people have a decision that they need to make. Do I want to do this organically? And I'm going to take the long route to do that. I'm not going to invest a ton of money in marketing. I'm going to build these relationships organically. So do I want to invest a ton of time, or do I want to invest a ton of money because now I'm going to have to play the traffic game, or I'm going to have to go through thousands and thousands of prospects to find the 3 that are ready right now for my services. And that's the reality that people really need to understand is you're going to have to leverage your time or you're going to have to leverage your wallet. And in some cases, both. You know, it really depends on where people are at and how fast they want to grow. But it's either a time game or a volume game that you're going to have to pay to play.